Imagine this. You take a sip of alcohol. It feels warm, relaxing, maybe even euphoric. But in the background, inside your body, an invisible chain reaction begins. Within minutes, every organ from your brain to your liver, your heart to your gut is touched by that drink. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to see exactly how alcohol affects your body, and why even small amounts can have a big impact. In this video, we'll be looking at what alcohol actually is, how it affects your body, and how to get rid of it fast. First, let's look at what alcohol is. Well, alcohol, or ethanol, is a chemical compound made of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. Its formula is C2H5OH. It's produced by the fermentation of sugars by yeast or bacteria. Yeast converts the sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This is the same process that makes bread rise when you add yeast to it. But instead of in the dough, the alcohol ends up in your drink. And no, technically, beer and wine are not healthier than liquor because they also contain alcohol. Alcohol has a variety of effects on the human body. The amount of time for the body to eliminate all traces of alcohol varies depending on a number of factors. We'll discuss these factors later. When someone drinks alcoholic beverages, the alcohol is absorbed into their bloodstream through the stomach and small intestine. From there, it gets distributed throughout the body via the circulatory system. The liver then metabolizes or breaks down the alcohol through a series of complex chemical reactions. During this process, alcohol is first converted to acetaldehyde, a substance that can damage cells. Acetaldehyde is then broken down into acetate, which is less harmful and can be further broken down into carbon dioxide and water, which are harmless and can be eliminated from the body. Now, let's look at how alcohol damages every part of your body. Number 1. The brain. Alcohol affects the brain in both the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The exact mechanisms are still being studied, but we do know that alcohol acts as a depressant, meaning that it slows down brain activity. Alcohol affects the areas of the brain responsible for coordination, balance, judgment, memory, attention, and speech. This is why people who consume too much alcohol may stumble around, slur their words, have difficulty concentrating, or may even black out. Too much alcohol can lead to alcohol poisoning, which can cause unconsciousness, slow breathing, and lower blood pressure. This can be life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. Alcohol also affects the peripheral nervous system. This means that alcohol can affect nerves outside of the brain and spinal cord. For example, alcohol can cause numbness or tingling in the hands and feet. Number 2, the heart. Alcohol can affect the heart in several ways. First, it can increase heart rate and blood pressure. This is because alcohol affects the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary bodily functions such as heart rate and blood pressure. Second, alcohol can cause the heart to enlarge over time. This is known as alcoholic cardiomyopathy. The heart is a muscle, and when it enlarges, it becomes weaker and less efficient at pumping blood. This can lead to heart failure. Third, alcohol can also contribute to the development of arrhythmias, which are abnormal heartbeats. These arrhythmias can make it harder for the heart to pump blood effectively and can lead to stroke or heart failure. Number 3, the liver. The liver is the primary organ responsible for metabolizing alcohol. When alcohol is consumed, it is carried to the liver via the bloodstream where it is broken down into acetaldehyde, then into acetate, carbon dioxide, and water. The liver uses enzymes to carry out these reactions. However, if a person consumes too much alcohol, the liver can become overwhelmed and unable to metabolize it all. This can lead to a buildup of alcohol and acetaldehyde in the bloodstream, which can cause a number of problems. One of the most serious consequences of liver damage due to alcohol is the development of cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is a condition in which the liver becomes scarred and hardened. This makes it difficult for the liver to carry out its many important functions, including the production of proteins and other substances that are essential for blood clotting. Cirrhosis can also lead to the development of other conditions, such as ascites, which is a buildup of fluid in the abdomen, and hepatic encephalopathy, which is a condition in which there is a buildup of toxins in the blood because the liver is unable to remove them. Number 4. The stomach and intestines. Alcohol can affect the stomach and intestines in a number of ways. First, it can irritate the stomach lining, leading to inflammation and pain. This is because alcohol is a solvent and can break down the protective mucus and layer of the stomach, exposing the underlying tissue to digestive acids. This can lead to gastritis, which is inflammation of the stomach lining. Alcohol can also stimulate the production of gastric acid, which can worsen gastritis and lead to ulcers. In addition, alcohol can affect the absorption of nutrients in the small intestine, leading to malnutrition. Finally, alcohol can disrupt the normal function of the pancreas, leading to a condition known as alcoholic pancreatitis. This can cause severe abdominal pain, nausea, and vomiting. 5. The kidneys. The kidneys play an important role in filtering waste products from the blood, and alcohol is one of the waste products that they filter out. Once alcohol reaches the kidneys, it is excreted into the urine. However, if a person consumes too much alcohol, the kidneys may not be able to eliminate it all, leading to a buildup in the body. This can cause a number of problems, including dehydration, since alcohol acts as a diuretic and causes increased urine production. It can also lead to kidney failure, which is when the kidneys are no longer able to filter waste products from the blood. Chronic alcohol abuse can also lead to chronic kidney disease. Number 6. The immune system. Alcohol can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and diseases. This is because alcohol interferes with the function of white blood cells, which are responsible for fighting off infections. It also impairs the body's natural defense mechanisms, such as the skin's ability to protect against harmful bacteria. In addition, alcohol abuse can lead to malnutrition, which weakens the immune system. Number 7. The reproductive system. Alcohol can affect the reproductive system in a number of ways. In men, alcohol abuse can lead to a decrease in testosterone levels and erectile dysfunction. It can also cause problems with sperm production and can increase the risk of infertility. In women, alcohol abuse can lead to a number of reproductive issues, including irregular menstrual cycles, decreased fertility, and an increased risk of miscarriage. Alcohol can also affect the developing fetus during pregnancy, leading to a number of birth defects, including facial abnormalities, heart defects, and learning disabilities. So now that we know how alcohol affects our bodies, let's talk about how to get rid of it quickly. There are a few things you can do to help your body eliminate alcohol more quickly. First, stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water. This will help to flush the alcohol out of your system. You should also avoid sugary drinks, as the sugar can interfere with the body's ability to metabolize the alcohol. Additionally, eating healthy foods such as fruits and vegetables can help your body process the alcohol more quickly. Exercise can also help to eliminate alcohol from your system more quickly. This is because exercise increases blood flow and helps to circulate the alcohol throughout the body, which allows it to be eliminated more quickly through sweat and urine. However, it's important to note that you should not drink alcohol while exercising, as this can be dangerous. One of the most effective ways to eliminate alcohol from your system quickly is by using a sauna. Spending time in a sauna can help to increase blood flow and promote sweating, which can aid in the elimination of alcohol from the body. This method can be particularly helpful after a night of heavy drinking. Another option to consider is drinking coffee. Coffee contains a stimulant called caffeine, which can help to counteract the effects of alcohol. Caffeine is known to be a diuretic, which means it can increase urine production and help to flush the alcohol out of your system. However, it's important to make sure that you stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water when consuming coffee. It's important to note that there is no quick fix to eliminate alcohol from your system. The best approach is to allow the body to metabolize the alcohol naturally. Drinking large amounts of water, getting plenty of rest, and eating healthy foods can help support the body's natural detoxification processes. In addition, abstaining from alcohol and seeking professional help if needed are crucial for long-term recovery. There are a number of tests that can be used to determine the amount of alcohol in a person's system. The most common test is the blood test, which can detect alcohol levels very accurately. Other tests include urine analysis, breathalyzer tests, and hair follicle testing. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on future videos. Thanks for watching.